Hi everyone and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tish. I'm a Pilates and strength instructor and I'm so happy that you're here. In today's flow, we have an express full body sculpt workout. So all you need is a Pilates ball along with your light to medium weights. We are going to be moving in a bit of a faster pace, so stay with me, but also take what you need. If anything feels off, the Pilates ball, the weights, take it off, and most importantly, just stay in tune with how your body feels. Now, if you do have ankle weights, they are optional. If you want to put them on, feel free to put them on, but they are not needed. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start standing at the back of your mat. Feet are going to be hip width apart. Starting with our breathing and our stretching. Nice big inhale through the nose. As you bend through the knees, drop the hands down to meet the bottom of your mat. Inhale, hold at the top. Exhale, bring everything back down. Inhale for 2, and then exhale back down. Beautiful, 2 more here. Inhale and exhale. 1 more, nice big inhale. Exhale. Last one, hold it at the top right here. Both hands meet at the top. Inhale, exhale, roll down 1 vertebrae at a time. Have your hands meet the mat. Holding this right here, soft bend in the knees. Let's bend that left knee, extend that right leg, and switch over to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Last one. Meet me with both knees having a soft bend. Walk the hands out towards the front of the mat, holding that tall plank position here. Holding here, pull that belly button into spine for 3, for 2, for 1. Drop to those knees. Recenter yourself, knees under the hips, hips in line with the knees, hands over the shoulders, untuck the toes. Inhale as you drop the belly button down towards the mat as your gaze comes up towards the ceiling into that cat-cow. And exhale, draw everything back up. Inhale. And exhale, draw everything back up. If you want to stay in a position a little bit longer, do what feels good for you. Last 2. Last 1. Meet me in that neutral spine right here. Tuck your toes underneath you. Lift those knees up off of the ground. Pull that belly button into spine. Inhale. Exhale. Pike those hips up towards the ceiling. Pedal out. Drop that right heel to the mat. Bend that left knee. And switch over to the other side. Last 2. Last 1. Both heels meet that mat. Push them against. Lift up that right leg into that 3-legged dog. Bend from that right knee. Get a nice stretch. Open up that hip flexor. Drop that right leg to that left side. Holding for 3, for 2, for 1. Back to center. Drop it back down. Lift up that left leg. Bend from that left knee. And open up that left hip towards that right side of the room. Beautiful. For 3, for 2, for 1. Come back through center. Drop that left foot back to that mat here. Recenter yourself. Inhale, exhale. Hold in that tall plank position. Beautiful. Meet me here. Pike those hips back up. Amazing. Next time you lower down, draw that right knee to that right elbow. Getting that core right here. Push back into that pike. Switching to that left side. Left knee to left elbow. And back up. Beautiful. Draw it in. 1 more each side. Right. And left. Back into that pike. Lower down into that tall plank position. Holding this here for 3, for 2, for 1. Drop to those knees, child's pose. Beautiful. Come back to all fours. Grab one of your weights. Grab it with your left hand. Going into our bird dog variation, your right hand is over the shoulder, extending that right leg long, left arm is long here. This is your positioning. Inhale through the nose, Exhale, as you row that left elbow to meet that left side of your body, lift up that right leg into that bird dog extension. No need to over extend, keep it nice and neutral. And then lower everything back down. Really extend that left arm in front of your mat and really pull with that elbow. And lower. Beautiful. Amazing. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Pull that left elbow to meet that left side of your body. From here, extend that left arm into that tricep extension. Go back into that row and extend and lower everything back down. Next layer. Inhale, exhale, row. Extend that left arm. Back to your row and lower back down. Beautiful. We have 3. Beautiful. Last 1. Row it up. Hold that tricep extension. Hold it here. Small pulses just of that arm. Up and down for 5 and 4. Right leg stays lifted, dropping that dumbbell to the ground in 2 and 1. Lower that dumbbell to the ground. Left hand meets that mat. From here, going into that tricep push-up. Lift up through. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And 3. Last 1. Lower down. Lift it back up. Hold that right leg up. Small pulses up and down a few inches of that right leg only for 5. For 4. Keep it up in 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Swing that right leg through to meet the middle of your hands, holding back into that lunge position. Grab both of your weights, one in each hand. Weights are going to be at shoulder height. Tuck your left toes underneath you. Inhale, exhale, lift up that left knee a few inches off of that mat. Holding it right here, hinging, pushing forward through that chest. Extend that left leg long. As you lean forward, tricep extension. Lower back down. Don't let that left knee hit the ground. Have it hover a few inches back into that low lunge. And extend. Come back through center. And exhale. Beautiful. Really push forward. Feel that big stretch in that right hamstring and right glute. For 3, meet me in that low lunge in 2. 1 more hinge forward. And 1. Meet me in that low lunge right here. Next time, drive up into that left knee drive. Working your balance here, take your time. Lower back down into that low lunge. Reverse and pull back up. We've been here before, so we're just adding on a bit more variety. In 3. Last 2. Last 1. Big press overhead. Lower down into that lunge. From here, bring that left foot to meet that right side of your mat. Curtsy it out. Bring it back to your reverse lunge stance. Good. Just pulsing it out. Stay low. For 5. In 3. Shake it out. Lower down to that left knee in 2. And 1. Lower down to that left knee. Whew. Shake it out. Roll out those wrists. Everything on the other side now. Beautiful. Grabbing that one weight, going into that bird dog. Right hand is holding that weight. Left leg is extended. Left hand right underneath that shoulder. From here, inhale through the nose. Exhale, draw that belly button into spine. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Roll that right arm to meet that right side of your body. Lift through that left leg. And then lower back down. Inhale, exhale. And back. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Row. Lift up that left leg, holding it here. Tricep extension of that right arm. Lower back into that row, and then back to your starting position. Inhale, exhale, row. Extend. Back and lower. Beautiful. Next layer. And 3. Last 2. Last 1. Row it up. Extend that arm. Just pulses of that right arm up and down for 5. Left leg stays lifted in 3. Drop to that right hand. Drop that dumbbell in 2. And 1. Hold that left leg up. Drop that dumbbell. Right hand meets that mat. Going into that tricep push-up. Lower down and lift it through. Inhale, exhale. Make sure those elbows are tucked to the sides of your body. Drop that chest. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Meet me at the top of your push-up here. Small pulses of that left leg up and down a few inches for 5. And 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top. Swing that left leg through the middle of both of your hands. Weights, 1 in each hand. Keep them close by. Get your center. Grab the weights. Bring them to your shoulder height. Tuck your right toes underneath you. Give yourself a moment if you need to. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lift that right knee up a few inches. Inhale again. Exhale as you extend that right leg long. Hinge forward in that chest. Feel that left hamstring and left glute. And draw back into that low lunge. Don't let that right knee hit the ground. And extend. Beautiful. And extend. And 4. Last 2. Last hinge forward. And 1. Lower back down into that low lunge here. From here, inhale, exhale. Draw that right knee into that march. Knee drive, press the weights overhead. Lower everything back down into that lunge. Don't let that knee hit. And draw it back up. Back down. And 4. Last 2. You got this. Stay strong. 1 more. Draw it all the way up. Meet me in that low lunge, holding it here. Bring that right foot to the left side of your mat. Curtsy it out. Back to your reverse lunge. Stay low here for 5. Beautiful. In 3, you got this. Last 2. 1 more. In 1, drop to that right knee. Amazing. Shake it out. We are almost to the home stretch here. Finishing it strong. Shake it out, get some water if you need it. Meet me back in that tall plank position here. Hands in line with the shoulders. Separate your legs. You don't want them fully glued together. Separate them hip width apart. Inhale, exhale. Draw that belly button into spine. Gaze is at the front of the mat. Going into our leg pull front. Inhale, exhale. Lift that left leg a few inches off the mat and lower down. Switch to that right side and lower down. Beautiful. Almost there. And 3. One more each side in 2. Hold that tall plank position in 1. Hold it here. Going back into that pushback. Big stretch in the quads. And come back through center. Inhale, exhale. If you need to modify, you can do this on your knees, but push yourself. We have one more exercise before we cool down. And 3. Last 2. One more push back. Hold that tall plank position right here. Shoulder taps, left to right shoulder. Don't let the hips open. Stay nice and still. If I were to put a cup on your back, it would not spill. Finish strong for 10. Last 5. You got this. And 3. Drop to those knees, child's pose in 2. And 1. Child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Shift the weight forward. Press those hips in front. Rock it out side to side. Come back through center on all 4s. Swing the feet around. Meet me on your back. Extend both legs nice and long. Draw the left knee in towards your chest. Extend that left leg up. Pull behind that calf, hamstring stretch. Slowly lower that left leg down, right knee in towards your chest. Extend that right leg long, grab behind your calf, pull in towards your chest. Slowly lower that right leg down to the mat. Extend the arms overhead. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, draw the knees in towards the chest. Rock side to side, stretch out that low back. Slowly rock it up into a seated position. Crisscross, whatever is comfortable for you. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Last few moments here. Inhale through the nose, drop the hands down towards the mat. Inhale through the nose, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, release the hands back to the mat. Last 2, inhale. And exhale. Last 1, inhale. Hold both hands at the top. Exhale, bring it down to your heart center. Holding it here. You guys did amazing. You moved through challenge, you pushed yourself, and you made it through this express workout. Clap it up for yourself. Amazing job, everyone. I'm so proud of you for making it through. I cannot believe we have one more week left of the Summer Sculpt series. It went by so fast. But with that being said, like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know how you've liked the series. I would love to hear your feedback. Let me know how you like the workouts. And I will see you Monday fresh, back on the mat with another killer workout. So I will see you then. Bye, guys.